see you red and I went with tainted blood. So don't play with me, 'cause you play with
No.
Thank you.
Oh,
Yes.
relax.
I'm a little bit nervous.
I know. Relax, it's okay.
But that you perhaps could you...
I'm trying to relax you.
Yeah.
But not too much. Hi.
Mick, I saw you the first time in Scheveningen, your first concert in Holland in 1964, August. What do you remember of that concert?
Well, a little bit. It was the first concert that the Stones had ever done outside of England. So it was a big event. And so we went on and played one number, can't remember which one.
Come On.
Come On.
Yes.
And
Your first hit in Holland.
and then, yeah, and then the audience was going so crazy, and there was a lot of a lot of security who were beating up on kids and police, I think.
Police, yes, police. In the hall, there was
police in the hall, which in those days was a normal thing, you know. But they were particularly vicious, and then they were very young kids, and not doing much damage except tearing the tapestries down and things like that. Just a little bit.
I've done it by myself. I was 15 years then.
So they did a bit of that, and then I remember the microphone leads got broken, and did one instrumental number on the maracas.
Yes.
And that was then we got pulled off the stage, and our road manager of many years, Stu, got hit in the head with a brick, I think, and he was all cut here. And then when I was outside in the stage, by the stairs, there were these police that were just throwing kids down the stairs, throwing.
They were beating very hard.
Yes, beating.
That's true.
Did you suffer from this, or permanently?
No, not permanently. But one thing, I became a Stones fan for all my life, and now a Mick Jagger fan.
Thank you.
And have you any idea, in your first numbers, till the 60s, you used one color the most in your songs. Do you know which color?
Blue?
Yes.
There you go.
How do we know that?
I don't know. That's the colour
and
of
you're dressed in blue now, too.
It's just the colour of songwriting.
Is that the colour of... Why?
I don't know. You know, am I blue? Do you have the
black
blues?
and blue?
Well, it's a traditional colour for
But
songs.
is it your favourite colour?
I don't know. I suppose so.
You're dressed
there
in
you
blue
go.
now?
It's all blue.
Now you, there is your second solo LP, Primitive Cool. It was recorded in Holland for a part.
Is he what?
Recorded in Holland.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
But why? Are there not enough technicians in England?
Well, I thought it was... The thing about Holland was that I don't really... It was a very kind of... It's nice to get away from all the pressure and people that you know around you in a big city, that you know a lot of people, and the phone always ringing. And out in Hilversum, there's not... It's very quiet.
Very dull, too.
Very what? Dull?
It's very dull.
Extremely dull. Hilversum's the centre of the European nightlife. You didn't know that, probably.
The centre... Hilversum, the centre of
the European nightlife.
I think it's Amsterdam, perhaps.
Perhaps. Bristol, perhaps. Yes. No, but... So anyway, there's nothing to do, as we know. So all you can do is get on with what you're doing, working and writing, and it rained for 2 weeks. I mean, it didn't stop. I forgot about this.
Oh, that's normal in Holland.
I
It's
know.
always raining here.
I thought in England it rained a lot, but this is serious. So the result was got quite a lot of work done.
Now, I have seen a review in the French paper Le Monde, and it was very positive about Primitive Cool.
Very posh.
Positive.
Oh, positive.
It was a very
Oh, that's
very good review. Are you interested in reviews? Are you
Well,
reading?
if they're really great, I'll read them.
Yes?
If they're rubbish, no. I don't know really, because the thing is that people who write reviews mostly, they have a lot of records to review, and they put them on once, and then they go, okay, and they're off. And quite often they have prejudged opinions of the artists as well. You know, they either like them, they don't, or they tend to believe whatever is the fashion of that period about the artist. I think a good balanced review can be interesting, but most reviews are neither good nor balanced. But
You know, you're angry when you read a bad review?
misinformed.
Misinformed.
Yeah, I mean, if they write and you know they miss the point completely.
And you're angry about that? Or no?
No, I think it's normal, really, this kind of journalism. But if people are obviously have thought about it, it can be quite informative.
Mm-hmm. I've listened to the second solo, of course. And if I hear you sing I Was Born in the War, so they call me a war baby, it's autobiographical, I think. You are
the
from
word.
43, isn't
Yeah.
it? That's
Yeah.
what we... How much is autobiographical in your text, in your lines?
Well, I mean, I think that the further down from where things come
Mm-hmm.
makes them more meaningful to people. So, but on the other hand, I don't think you want to write songs just as autobiography, because I don't think other people are that interested. But if you use a combination of your own feelings and your own experience, then I think it makes it richer than just being imaginative. But I think you have to be imaginative too.
You are rhyming a lot.
Rhyming.
Rhymes, yes.
Too much?
No, but I ask you, do you have a rhyme dictionary?
Oh yeah.
Yes? You look at it.
I was given a line. I was given a rhyming dictionary by a very old schlocky, not Broadway, but English musical composer called Lionel Bart.
And you use
He
it?
wrote this. No. I haven't told
Yeah,
this
yeah.
story.
Yeah.
And he wrote in it something like, "Do not let this aid to rhyming ruin your talent or your timing." And what he meant was, don't use the rhyming dictionary unless you really stuck, because rhyming dictionary is only for when you really stuck and you just can't think of a rhyme and you want to finish something. Otherwise, you know, you just all these aids, you know, like you use in word processor or dictionary or thesaurus, or these things all writers use. I mean, every writer uses these tools, but they have to be used very, very sparingly, because what must come is your.
But how do you write a song? A piece of paper and a pencil? How do you write?
Well, you can do it like that. You can put it into a tape recorder in lots of ways, because you see, like we are now. If I suddenly wanted to have an idea for a song,
Yes.
I might there might be a tape recorder over there, so I could just. So if I said, "Oh, blues," you know, if you had an idea about blues or something, you're always talking about blue, and then so that would go into a tape recorder. But if I was on my own, I might scribble that on a piece of paper, or you can write a song on video. You know, put your video tape recorder and play it into that. And, you know, you'd have a very interesting record of what you were doing.
As on your text, you do remember Get Your Ass Out, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, I think the best live LP ever made.
Ever made.
Yes, I think.
Without
I think.
hooray.
Yes.
Definitely the best one ever made.
There is a song on that Honky Tonk Boom, you know?
Yeah.
The live version.
Yeah.
And the live version is different from the version... From the first version. There's difference in lines, you know?
Is there?
The one is the sailors, they are so charming there in Paris. And the other version is a divorcee.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Why?
Well, because I just make the lines up. Because if you're singing the same song every night, you get bored, you know, so I make up lines.
But there are several versions of Satisfaction, to call a number,
Well,
they're all
but
the same.
perhaps they weren't recorded, you know, this is on an occasion when I made those lines up. Or, you know, it's nice to have alternates.
Yes. And what is the best version in your opinion? The Divorcee version or the Sailors Are So Charming There in Paris version?
Do you know the country version?
Yes.
That's a good version.
That's the best version.
I don't know if it's the best. It's an interesting version.
There's also
There's a lot of versions of Honky Tonk Women, isn't there?
But are you sorry for songs in the past? Your own songs, for songs you've written?
Sorry for you.
No, I'm sorry for a song that...
that didn't come out?
No.
Oh, you mean didn't I
failure.
perhaps like one? Oh, yes, lots. Well, I don't want to ruin people's kind of ideas of them. There's quite a few crummy songs.
Call me one, please.
Stuff like She Smiled Sweetly and...
It's from Between the Buttons.
yeah,
Yes.
and some stuff on Satanic Majesties that I don't like.
That Gomper and then...
Yeah, like
that,
this.
Yes.
You've got a good one there. That's a classic.
I must agree.
Classic
Yes.
clinker. The
I'm very sorry as a
clinker.
fan, yeah.
Classic clinker department.
Yes.
And but sometimes though, with the passing of time, even the really crummy ones have a certain sentimentality in them, for you, the listener, and even if they're not very good, they might give you some association or other.
Is there, in your opinion, a difference between the Stone sound and your solo sound? Now, I think it is, but what is the difference? Could you describe the difference?
Well, the Stone sound is has a lot of different sounds. People associate the Rolling Stones with a very hard, dry